Shabbat Shalom. I tried to make a video before and won't work. It turns itself off. Anyway, I just want to say, Father Abba Yahuwah, please let me read your word, please. In the Shabbat day, in the set apart day, your day, and your arm of deliverance, Yahusha, who is one with you. And Yahusha is Adonia of the Shabbat. Thank you, Yahuwah. In Yahusha's name, Amen. And the word of Yahuwah came to me, saying, Son of man, there were two women, daughters of one mother, and they heard in Mishraim, they heard in the yoke. There their breasts were handled, and there they made the nipples were squeezed. And their names were Oholah, the elder, and Oholiba, her sister. And they were mine, and they both sons and daughters. And their names Shemaran is Oholah, and Jerusalem is Oholiba. And Oholah heard why she was mine, and she lusted for her lovers, the neighboring Ashurians, dressed in purple officers and rulers, all of them desirable young men, horsemen riding on horses. So she gave her whorings on them, all of them choice sons of Ashur, and with all for whom she lusted, with all their idols she defiled herself. And she did not forsake her whorings from Mishraim, for in her youth they had lain with her. And they squeezed her maiden nipples, and poured out their whorings on her. Therefore I have given her into the hand of her lovers, into the hand of the Ashurians, for whom she lusted. They uncovered her nakedness. They took away her sons and daughters, and killed her with the sword. And she became a byword among women, and they execute judgments on her. And her sister Oholiba saw this, yet she became more corrupt in her lust than she, and in her whorings more corrupt than her sister's whorings. She lusted for the sons of Ashur, officers and rulers, the ones near, perfectly dressed, horsemen riding on horses, all of them desirable young men. And I saw that she was defiled. They both took the same way. But she increased her whorings, and she looked at men carved on the wall, images of Chassadim inscribed in red, girded with belts around their loins, flowing turbans of their heads, all of them looking like officers, like the sons of Babel, of Chassadim, the land of their birth. As soon as her eyes saw them, she lusted for them and sent messengers to them in Chassadima. And the sons of Babel came to her into the bed of carnal love, and they defiled her with their whorings, and she was defiled by them, and her being turned from them in disgust. And she uncovered her whorings, and uncovered her nakedness. Then I turned my being from her in disgust, as my being has turned from her sister in disgust. And she increased her whorings, remembering the days of her youth, when she whored in the land of Mishraim, and she lusted after her lovers, whose flesh is like the flesh of donkeys, and whose emission is like the emission of horses. Thus you longed for the wickedness of your youth, when the Mishraim squeezed your nipples because of the breast of your youth. Therefore, Oholiba, thus said Adonai Yahuwah, see, I am stirring up your lovers against you, from whom you being turned in disgust, and shall bring them against you from every side. The children of Babel, and all the Chassadim, Pekod, and Shua, and Koa, all the sons of Ashur, with them, all of them desirable young men, governors and rulers, officers and men of name, all of them riding on horses. And they shall come against you with battle axe, chariots, and vehicles, and with an assembly of peoples. They shall set against your armor and shield and helmet all around, and I shall commit the judgments to them, and they should judge you according to their rulings. And I should set my jealousy against you, and they should deal hatefully with you. They shall cut off your nose and your ears, while the rest of you fall by the sword. Your sons and your daughters they shall take away, while the rest of you shall be consumed by fire. And they shall strip you of your garments, and shall take your pretty jewels. And I shall put an end to your wickedness and to your whorings from the land of Mizraim, so that you do not lift your eyes to them, neither remember Mizraim any more. For thus said Adonai Yahuwah, see, I am giving you into the hand of those whom you hate, into the hand of those whom you being turned in disgust, and they should deal with you in hatred, and they should take away all you have worked for, and they should leave you naked and bare, and the nakedness of your whoring shall be uncovered, and the wickedness of your whorings. I do this to you because of your whoring after the nations, because you have been defiled by your idols. You have walked in the way of your sister, and I should give her cup into your hand. Thus said Adonai Yahuwah, drink of your sister's cup, the deep and white one, you being laughed at and mocked at, for it holds much. Be filled with drunkenness and sorrow, the cup of astonishment and ruin, the cup of your sister Shimeron. And you shall drink it, and shall drain it, and know its shards, and tear at your own breast, for I have spoken, declares Adonai Yahuwah. Therefore thus said Adonai Yahuwah, because you have forgotten me, and cast me behind your back, therefore you shall bear your wickedness and your whorings. And Yahuwah said to me, Son of man, judge Aholah and Oholibah, and declare to them their abominations. For they have committed adultery, and blood is on their hands, and they have committed adultery with their idols, and even offered their own sons. They bore to me, passing them through the fire to devour. They also did this to me. They have defiled my set-apart place on the same day, and they have profaned my Shabbaths. For when they had slain their children for their idols, on the same day they came into my set-apart place to profane it. And see, that is what they did in the midst of my house. And they even sent for men to come from afar, to whom a messenger was sent. And see, they came, for whom you washed yourself, painted your eyes, and adorned yourself with ornaments. And you sat on a splendid couch, with a table prepared before it, on which you had set my incense and my oil. And the sound of the crowd at ease was with her, and drunkards were brought from the wilderness, with men of the commonest sort, and they put bracelets on their wrists and pretty crowns on their heads. Then I said concerning the one worn out in idolatress, now let them commit her whorings, even hers. And they went into her, as men go into women. See, that's what's happened, beloved. I'm used to it. Like the man goes into a woman who is a whore. Alright, I'm sorry for that. Thus they went into Aholah and Oholibah, the wicked women. But let righteous men judge them with the judgment of adulteresses, and the judgment of women who shed blood, for they are adulteresses, and blood is on their hands. Thus said Adonai Yahuwah, bring up an assembly against them, give them up, to maltreatment and plunder. And the assembly shall stone them with stones and cut them with their swords. They shall kill their sons and their daughters, and burn their houses with fire. And I should put an end to wickedness in the land, and all the women shall be instructed not to commit wickedness as you have done. And they should put your wickedness on you, and you should bear the sons of your idols. And you should know that I'm the Adonai, Yahuwah. Wow. The punishment is coming for sure, beloved. You will understand. We all will understand one day when everything will start to unfold on the front of our eyes. Like it will come soon. It will happen. I can tell you that we will see much bigger, much greater things soon, very soon. So don't be worried about the vaccines and about COVID, because this is not the time yet to worry, and it's not the time to, it's not the time yet. It's not the mark of the beast yet. You will see. You need to really be strong with Yahuwah. There is no other help. We can't seek help from man. If you get tired now and worry, how you can run with the horsemen if you're running with the runners and you get tired? The battle is coming and it's just only started. Strengthen yourself in Yahuwah, in His Ruach. He is our shelter, our stronghold, not the place of this world. Not this world. This world is just to weary you, to put a burden on you. Seek Yahuwah until He is found. Put the burden which is given by the word under the stake. Yahusha said that you should put all the trust in Him and ask Him for help, that He will take the heavy burden from you. Yahuwah bless you.